Hello, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to this channel. Over the past 12 months, I've been making a number of videos about Moreland University. If you do not know about Moreland University, it's an online graduate school based in the US that runs several master's programs, and their flagship program, that is a teacher preparation program called the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, that can help you apply for a US teacher license or a US teaching credential. And I've received so many questions on my Moreland University videos on my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and in this video I'm going to answer these questions. If this is the first time you're watching me, my name is David Wilson. I'm from Ghana. I've been teaching for the past 13 years in Vietnam, Ghana, and currently in Indonesia. And I've been able to go through Moreland University's Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, gotten so many questions, and I'll be answering most of the questions that I've received in this video. So let's get started. I have condensed all the Moreland University questions that I've received on my videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube into this presentation, and I've condensed these questions into 10 questions, and I'll be providing answers to them in this presentation. So at the end of this presentation or lesson, you'll be able to find answers to all the questions that I've received about Moreland University on my videos. So the first question: what is the difference between the Teach Now certificate and a full master's degree from Moreland University? First, let me talk about the Teach Now certificate. You know, in most states in the United States, to receive a teaching license or a teaching credential, there are some requirements to be met. And one of the commonest requirements is to have undergone an approved teacher training program. So once you have the certificate from an approved teacher training program, you add it to the other requirements, and then you apply for a teaching credential or a teaching license from any of the states. The Moreland University Teach Now certificate is an approved teacher training certificate that you can add to apply for a teaching license or a teaching credential from some of the states in the US. So that's the Teach Now certificate. With the master's degree, as the name suggests, it's a master's degree, and it offers advanced study and specializations. There are different specializations that Moreland offers. I'll be talking about that in a minute. The master's degrees offered by Moreland, they run between 50 to 52 weeks, and it can lead to broader career options in education, and it normally includes research and then deeper academic contents. The Teach Now teacher preparation program is for 9 months. So these are the differences between the Teach Now certificate and a full master's degree from Moreland University. The second question: how is the online learning structured? Is it all self-paced, or are there live sessions? So it's a mixture of, self-paced and then synchronous learning. It's a mixture of live Zoom classes, and then some modules or some of the assignments that you'll be doing alone or collaboratively with your cohort members. It's a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous studies format, and you have weekly assignments and then group projects. I'll be talking more about that later. The third question: can you walk me through a typical week or module in the Teach Now program? So I've created a number of videos about this, but I'll briefly answer this question. So in a week, we normally do one live Zoom classes, which is synchronous. That is, everybody in the cohorts, irrespective of where you are in the world, you join this live Zoom class. It's normally 1 hour, and you just share ideas, and the instructor or the lecturer will give you instructions or explain what the assignments require you to do. So that is for the Zoom lesson, the synchronous part of the weekly tasks in Moreland University's Teach Now program. And it also involves independent readings and then video lectures. With this, you'll be doing it at your own pace, but you have a timeline to complete these tasks. And then sometimes too, or in most cases, you'll be doing collaborative projects with your cohort members or peers. And some of the assignments includes you making a lesson plan, or you'll be making video reflections, and you always have ongoing support from your instructors. So this is structured in a way that you'll be able to balance your study with your work and then your family life. So that is basically how a week in Moreland University's Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program looks like. Question 4. How much practical in-classroom experience is required, and how does Moreland help you find a placement? So normally when you are doing the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, in the last 3 months, it typically lasts 12 weeks, you'll be doing the clinical aspect of the program, where you'll be teaching in the classroom. It's either you'll be teaching in your current school or a school that you would arrange with prior to you getting to Module 8 of the Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program. And this involves you recording yourself teaching a lesson, satisfying certain standards that you'll be working on, depending on the week you are working on, which standard you are working on. At the time I was doing my Moreland University's Teach Now Teacher Preparation Program, I didn't know about Moreland giving assistance in terms of you finding a school placement for your clinical aspect of the training. But if you really want to find more information about placement assistance, you may want to send an email to Moreland University and find out more information about that. Question 5. What are the different specializations offered in the master's programs, and what do they entail? So Moreland has 2 types of masters. The first type involves a teacher preparation, and then the second type is a standalone master's. With the first type, that is the master's plus the education plus the teacher preparation, it has 6 focus areas. That is early childhood education, special education, teaching multilingual learners, educational technology. This is what I did. Research, and then globalization. And this lasts 1 year. So the first 3 months you'll be doing the master's aspect, and then the subsequent 9 months you'll be doing the teacher preparation. And with their standalone masters, it is just 2 focus areas, that is educational leadership and then globalization and education research. With the educational leadership, it lasts 1 year or 52 weeks, and then with the globalization and education research, at the time of recording this video, the duration for this masters is 50 weeks. So take note of the difference between these 2 master's types offered by Moreland University. What is the total cost of the Teach Now program, including any hidden fees? With this, I would advise you check the Moreland University website for the updated fees, because the fees do change from time to time. But I can assure you that the fees are relatively moderate, affordable compared to other teacher preparation programs run by other US institutions. And with Moreland University, all the costs that you will bear will be made very clear to you before you even start the program. So there are no hidden costs. The other additional fees or other additional costs you will incur will be that you use for internet, for purchasing study materials, or for acquiring certain documents like the FBI when you're applying for the teaching credential or teaching license. But all the costs that you incur through your training with Moreland will be made clear to you before you start the program. At the time of recording this video, Moreland University does occasional scholarships throughout the year. So you may want to find out from their website or write to them when such scholarships will be available, so you can take advantage of that. And with the fees, they have monthly payment plans that you can take advantage of. And for some qualified candidates, Moreland University, in collaboration with Sally May, provides loans for certain candidates. I think this is provided by Salime. Again, you may want to read this on the Moreland University website for more information. So just contact the admissions office of Moreland University for the latest offers in their loans, in their scholarships, and their payment plans. Question number 7, is Moreland University accredited, and what does that mean for my teaching license? Yes, it is fully accredited by these institutions. DEAC, that is the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, and then CAEP, the Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparations. These are reputable institutions in the US that make sure that standards are met when it comes to teacher preparations. So it only means that Moreland University's teacher preparation program, that is the Teach Now program, is accredited, and it also means that you can use the certificate from Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program to apply for a teaching license. I went through that and I got a US teaching license from the District of Columbia. And you can transfer this teaching license to other US states, or you can use it internationally like I'm doing. Currently, I'm in Indonesia, but I can tell you that when I was teaching in Vietnam, all the schools that I know of in Vietnam, they do respect teaching credentials from the US, and DC credentials is no exception. What are the admission requirements for the Teach Now program? Do I need a certain GPA or previous teaching experience? The minimum requirement for applying for Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program is a bachelor's degree, preferably in a subject area that you intend to be certified in, with a minimum GPA of 3.0 out of 4. And this minimum GPA is very important, because without a minimum GPA of 3.0, you would have to write additional exams when you are applying for a DC teacher credential. So the minimum GPA is very important. The more the GPA, the better your chances of getting this teaching credential, teaching license. You don't really need a teaching experience prior to you applying for Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program, but if you have it, that would be good. For some candidates, you would have to use some official test scores to prove your English language proficiency. However, in my case, when I was applying, I just wrote a writing sample and it was used to judge my English language proficiency. So I didn't use any official test scores like IELTS or anything like that to prove my English language proficiency when I was applying for Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program. The application timeline, you can apply anytime in the year, and they have multiple start dates each year. The admissions, they are not very competitive, but you really need to meet certain standards before you be given admission to be trained in the Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program. And I've made several videos about what it takes to apply to Moreland University, so you would really have to prepare the relevant documents in advance and then use it to apply for the program. Question 9, what is the student community like? Will I have opportunities to connect with other educators? You will definitely have huge opportunities to connect with educators from all over the world. When you enroll in the program, your cohort members are likely to be teachers from all over the world. When I was doing the Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program, I had cohort members, teachers from Indonesia, from Hong Kong, from South Korea, from China, and we all met in the Zoom meetings every week, and we always shared ideas. So you are always likely to meet teachers from every part of the world, and you get to share experiences and share different perspectives. Also, Moreland University has a Facebook community where current and then past Moreland candidates do meet and then share ideas, and they collaborate in various ways. You can see teachers posting about license renewal. You can get job opportunities in this Facebook page. Like you can see on the screen right now, this is a job opening posted a few days ago in the Moreland University Facebook Teach Now community. It's about 5,000 community members. So you will not be left alone when you enroll in Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program, because you get to connect with teachers from all over the world in the program's platform and in the Facebook community. And of course, you always get support from the instructors and then the staff. And then the last question: is the investment in a Moreland degree worth it in terms of salary increase or career advancement? With this, you know my answer already. I will always say yes. But graduates from Moreland University's programs have always reported increased job opportunities. Many have seen salary improvements, and alumni work in international and local schools in the US. And many people consider the program as a pathway to global teaching roles. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a living testament to this. I was teaching in bilingual schools, and just 3 months after getting my DC teacher credential through Moreland University's training, I got this international teaching job here in Jakarta, Indonesia. So if you ask me if this investment is worth it, I'll just say a yes. A big yes. So if you are contemplating on whether to enroll in Moreland University's Teach Now teacher preparation program, I think this video is to just tell you that go for it. These are the commonly asked questions I have received on my Moreland University videos on my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you still have any question that I've not answered in this video, kindly leave your question in the comment section. I'll be making future videos to answer your questions. If you found value in this video, I would appreciate you like, you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll be notified. Until my next video, you take care. Bye-bye.